You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Good day to you, sir.
Hey, good day to you, too. I just slogged through the wintry weekend, huh?
You know, here's the thing. Somebody posted on Facebook that I realized was accurate. We didn't really get a fall. We went from
know.
Summer, like
hopefully
1 week of
fall
fall.
comes
I didn't
back.
even think
I'm
about
holding
that.
out hope that it's going to come
That's
back.
kind of true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, 2020's been a weird year. So.
Might as well celebrate some birthdays. I know we all love this guy, John Cleese from Monty Python's Flying Circus.
John Cleese.
I think he's my favorite Monty Python
Me too.
Flyer Circus
he's good.
I love him.
guy. Absolutely.
He's quite funny.
And gosh, he left this world too soon. Or did he? The Teflon Don used to run New York, John Gotti.
Oh.
This day, interesting character to say the least. And Theodore Roosevelt.
I like Teddy.
So has a birthday.
Birthdays.
He was the good Roosevelt.
He really was.
Yeah.
He was an interesting dude. He got shot
great.
in the chest
Oh, an amazing life.
right before giving a speech. He was going to give a speech. He got shot, and instead of not doing the speech, he got up there and said, "Please bear with me. I was just shot."
Yeah.
And then he gave the speech
Yeah.
anyway.
Which is interesting.
That's a
It's
man.
not quite the same thing, but back in the day, I used to take a lot of shots before I'd give speeches. Again, sounds alike. It's nothing alike.
Nothing the same, though.
Was this day in 1938, DuPont Companies announced its brand new synthetic fiber nylon.
Oh, yeah.
That was pressed into service absolutely almost immediately for parachutes and things like that, and military things. It wasn't until later that they actually came out with the stockings, which proved to be an enormous hit. That was a huge hit.
People like that, yeah.
Oh, golly, let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. 1982, China announces that its population has reached 1 billion people.
Yikes.
In 1982. And I've always thought probably the toughest job in China has got to be a detective.
Oh, why is that?
Well, what did the perp look like? Short, dark hair, dark eyes.
I guess I never thought of that.
Well, I have, John.
Yeah, I can tell you.
And it was a
Some thought into this.
long time ago. The year was, no kidding, 312. 312.
Oh, 312 was the year?
Yep. Roman Emperor Constantine the Great is said to have received his famous vision of the cross. That would prove historically very changing. That vision converted him to Christianity.
Nice.
Pretty much changed the face of the world as we know it. So
Well, that's super cool.
I wanted to point that out. There isn't a lot
appreciate
of, he had been blocked on Facebook and Twitter, so there isn't a lot of record of it. I know, we all know, and we can just plunge right ahead and get this done.
And we shall do exactly that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Happy snappy Monday morning to you two little snuggle bugs. Frank, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
That's right. I'd marry your cat just to get in the family.
I love that one.
Well, rangering through these lands over the weekend, ran a lot of people. It's kind of weird that, thinking that I've become some kind of a national celebrity, but I guess it's true. I run into people that go, "Hey, you're Ranger Dan." I go, "What?" They've been loving those little hunting stories, considering we're, hunting's up and flying. Things are going on. And we really like listening to those. So maybe if you got any more, gosh darn it, we'd tune in and give a listen. So, hey, got to give you what you want. That's why we're here. So I think this is a great story, and I think we can all learn a lesson. They're two deer hunters. They're serious about it. They're going to go on one of those soirees where they're hiring a pilot to take them out, and I mean drop them in the wilderness.
Yeah.
They're going to spend about a week out there. That's what they do. They get dropped in the deep, dark forest, and after that week is up, the pilot, he returns and sees that they've bagged 6 big old deer. Got half a dozen of them.
They did well.
Yep. And the pilot kind of takes in the scene and says, fellas, well, I don't know how to say this, but this plane ain't going to carry 6 of them deer. I'm thinking you're going to have to leave 2 of them bad boys behind. 2 hunters go, well, that ain't going to happen. We worked hard for these, and to tell you the truth, last year we bagged 6. The plane was pretty much the same size, and we took them on out of here, so what say you, pilot? And the pilot thought about it and goes, well, guess if they did it before. Okay, so they load up, and they go on that short little wilderness runway there and take off, get in the air, and 3 minutes later, that plane dive bombs and crashes.
Oh.
Fortunately, they all survived.
Oh.
One hunter says, holy cow, any idea where we are? And his buddy says, yeah, it's right about where the plane went down last year. That's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. And hey, here's a tip, Mom and Pa, if you got a daughter, teach her how to shoot.
There you go.
Yep.
Because a restraining order ain't nothing but a piece of paper.
True story.
Ranger Dan, out, say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Do you need car insurance? Well, of course, everyone needs car insurance if you want to drive your car. You probably already have insurance somewhere. But is it the right insurance for you? Our friends at InsuranceChicken.com make it pretty easy. They have several big-name insurance companies you've heard of, all in one place, to help you find the most affordable insurance that covers all of your needs. It's a great idea, but not such a great name. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, I don't get it either. Check it out today and see if they can help you at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by ServPro. I have a note here somewhere.
Water cleanup and restoration. Our good buddies Adam and Jessica and Melissa and the crew over there. ServPro. Disaster strikes. They're the industry leader. What about carpets and duct cleaning? I'll tell you what, a lot of people out there doing that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, you know what? Going to get it done. Go with the best.
Exactly.
No questions, no doubts, none of that stuff. They get it done green style too. The pollens, dirt, the debris, the allergens, all that stuff that messes up your personal environment. Going to be out of here. For a deep clean you can see, call 213-3303. ServPro Fire and Water Cleanup and Restoration, 213-3303.
And Water Cooler Talk time right now. You got some good stuff for us?
Well, you actually shared this with me. We were talking about it a day or two ago, John.
Okay.
And trying to wrap our head around it because it just, I don't get it. And this is a big deal. And I was fortunate enough the first couple of years of this I was involved. And then I got to be in it. And it was a whole heck of a lot of fun. We're coming up on the 29th annual Parade of Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Heidi loves parades. And
She
loves
sure does.
Yes, I
this
do.
cold weather.
Downtown Sioux Falls Inc., or DTSF, will host the 29th annual Parade of Lights. So that is going on November 27th. Things fire up at 7 p.m. on Phillips Avenue this is where things get weird because of the whole COVID-19 or whatever you want to call it. I call it the Chinese virus. Because of precautions and to comply with CDC considerations regarding events and gatherings, even though this is outdoors, even though it's probably going to be chilly because it's the end of November, they have a new format for the parade this year. The parade's not going to move.
Yeah, the
not
parade's
really
going to stand
parade.
still.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're
gonna
thinking, Dan, what are you even saying?
The parade will stand still, and we will walk past it.
Apparently, that's going to be the vibe.
That's less COVID-y.
It will encourage pedestrians to social distance on sidewalks and the street while viewing the stationary holiday floats for the duration of the event.
Does it say where that's going to be? It's downtown Sioux Falls.
Phillips Avenue.
Phillips Avenue. Okay.
Yeah, because normally they line up across 14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there. We've done it.
And for Blacks and Blacks, they line up and they get in order and everybody gets their stuff together. And then they cross 14th and go right through downtown on Phillips Avenue.
Have you driven through the Parade of Lights? Have you ever had like a lighted float, Dan?
I've been in it several.
Yeah. So my favorite Parade of Lights story is when we were in Huron, I had a generator and we had all these lights. And I didn't have enough gas in the generator, and literally we started driving. We just start the parade, and the generator ran out of gas.
I've had to bring you gas.
Yeah, he's not real good with
This
the whole
isn't a
gas
funny
thing,
story.
man.
This is a lifestyle choice of yours.
So we sat there for parade lineup for 45 minutes with music playing and lights going, and then we start driving it.
No, this is how this whole year is going to be.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't, technically you can't even call it a parade.
What do you call that? It's a
It's
stage.
like, I don't know. It's just
I don't know either.
display, I guess.
I don't know.
It makes zero sense to me,
It'll be really fun,
but it doesn't make any sense.
but it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a sunny float.
We are definitely not
We are
having
too.
a
You
sunny
You couldn't
float.
drag me down there with
No.
horses.
You two are going to be in the sunny float. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you wait and see.
I
Wait and
guarantee
see.
you. I guarantee you that's
just-
not happening.
Just help
We
me
put a
out.
wager on this?
If anybody can see the logic in this, please email me.
Uh-huh.
There's no logic at all.
Dan at sunnyradio.com, because I get it. COVID, there's a pandemic. I get it, but I don't get this.
No.
So somehow, if you're standing still and the parade is moving, you're going to catch COVID. But if you're moving
And the parade is standing still.
no COVID. Dan, get with the picture here. You don't get it? I get it.
Oh,
The
God.
COVID can't catch you if you're still moving.
Okay.
But if you're standing around watching a parade, COVID, it's going to jump all over you.
All righty. Well, good luck to everybody involved.
I'm going to have a float. I might be the
You'll
only
be
one.
alone.
I might be there by myself.
Yeah, he'll be the only one down there with an empty gas can going, "Are you my mother?"
Well, thanks for the update, Dan.
Absolutely.
Since we're already talking about Christmas, how about we circle back around to Halloween? I've got Chad from the Twisted Nightmare
Sweet.
Haunted House
Oh,
coming
this
in.
thing is so
Yeah,
awesome.
it's firing up. We had a chance to do a little sneak preview on Friday night, and they've got an awesome place at 8th and Railroad Center. It officially opens to the public this Thursday. All of the details coming your way.
Want to save money? Take the bettercreditcards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for your bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. And right now, we're going to talk about something that's brightening our community. We've got kind of a cool thing, the Twisted Nightmare Haunted House. I've got Chad in the studio. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, John?
I am fantastic. I can't believe it's coming up this Thursday already. You
It
guys,
really is.
You guys have been working your tail off in your new location at 8th and Railroad Center. Tell me a little bit about what that was like when you first got in there. It's a whole different location.
Yeah, it's a different location than what we're used to. So, yeah, there was a lot of measuring to start with to figure out what we could fit inside. And then, we just started building. We brought all of our props and all the fun stuff that we want to scare you with, brought it downtown.
I saw you guys loading it in through the back loading ramp a couple weeks ago.
We did. Luckily, they have a very nice large
Yeah.
loading dock that we were able to use because we have some very large props and very large things without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't want to give too much away.
Well, I had a chance to get a little sneak preview and peek behind the curtain a little bit and see some of the things. And again, I won't say what it was that I saw. The thing that amazed me, this isn't just somebody like behind a sheet going, boo. I mean, there are computers involved in electronics and air compressors, and it's a pretty high-tech haunted house.
Yeah, we use a lot of technology in our haunt, and part of that is because we're kind of, I'll call us portable. We move from location to location as we can find spots. We have to use a lot of technology to kind of make up for the fact that we don't have permanent walls and need to be able to move around a lot. And there's a reason why we have moving floors in our rules.
Yeah.
We want people to be aware that we're going to throw you off a little bit in this haunted house, and
it's pretty cool.
people love it.
It is very, very cool. And again, the electronics and all of the things that are on behind the scenes to make this, it almost feels like Hollywood level local scares.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. So we've done some tours of other haunted houses, say Universal Haunted Horror Nights, and we have found that we're actually using a lot of the same technology they are.
This is fantastic. And the cool thing is, the reason I like to shine the spotlight on this is because in addition to people going this weekend and getting scared and having fun themselves, you're also helping a good cause, and not just one, but two,
Absolutely.
Fraternal Order Police and Feeding South Dakota. So we'll start with Fraternal Order Police, and let's talk about what that organization does.
Yeah, the Fraternal Order Police, it's made up of active and retired law enforcement officers. They do have an association where law enforcement officers can join and support the organization. They do a lot of community outreach, education, scholarships, things like that, all with a law enforcement emphasis. And they've kind of been our core fundraiser that we've supported through since we started back in 2014.
And there were even some years you were in the FOP building.
Yep.
This year we're not. I want to make sure folks know that.
Right.
So if you're thinking, oh yeah, I've heard of this, Twisted Nightmare, this is great. It's at 8th and Railroad Center this year, so it's downtown, which is cool. You got a nice big parking lot.
Exactly.
Park right there, stand up on the boardwalk. You know, I think it's going to just be perfect when things open on Thursday. Now, let's also talk about Feeding South Dakota, because when I show up Thursday, I should bring a canned good or two, shouldn't I?
You should. You get $2 off your ticket if you bring a canned food item or any non-perishable item for Feeding South Dakota. That's been one of our other core beliefs is helping the community, and Feeding South Dakota is big in that. So, yeah, bring that canned food item. We'll give you $2 off your ticket. In the past, we've donated up to 2,000 pounds of food.
Nice.
Just from this one little humble haunted house that we started a few years ago.
And this year it is fewer nights, but in the past you would have already been open by now, but because of COVID, you kind of shrunk everything down to 4 super scary nights, and it starts this Thursday.
Exactly.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that goes to November 1st, so it goes even beyond Halloween.
Yeah, for the first time we're opening on November 1st. We've never gone in November in the past, but we thought, well, let's make the most of this weekend. If we're going to do a shortened season, let's at least make the most of it.
So, again, if folks would like to know more, twistednightmare.org is the website. They can go there and learn everything they need to learn. But if I could get one little sneak preview from you and maybe tell me one little thing without telling me too much,
right?
What would be maybe your favorite addition this year without again spoiling any of the scare?
Oh, well, my favorite addition, I'll just tell you what we call it. It's Madame Gale's Seance Room.
Oh, I know what that is.
She will summon some spirits for you, and who knows what happens. Hopefully you make it out alive.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
We'll find out. There's only one way to find out, though, and that's to join us.
Absolutely. And it starts this Thursday, this Friday, this Saturday, this Sunday. Again, it is called the Twisted Nightmare Haunted House. It's at 8th and Railroad Center this year, right on the boardwalk. So if you want to go down there, and maybe if you're going with some people and they want to do that and you want to do different things, there's other things to do right in that neighborhood, too.
Yeah, we got some great folks in the neighborhood. Remedy Brewing, Monk's Ale House, Sanaz. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff downtown.
Go down and make an evening of it. But again, it all kicks off this Thursday, downtown Sioux Falls. I've got a link to all the information as well at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. Do you need car insurance? Well, of course, everyone needs car insurance if you want to drive your car. You probably already have insurance somewhere. But is it the right insurance for you? Our friends at InsuranceChicken.com make it pretty easy. They have several big-name insurance companies you've heard of, all in one place, to help you find the most affordable insurance that covers all of your needs. It's a great idea, but not such a great name. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, I don't get it either. Check it out today and see if they can help you at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are fabulous. Some give more than others, and some give and give and give till it's gotta hurt. John?
Yes?
Make me a promise.
Is Carol Baskin in this story?
She can't. She doesn't go away.
She does not go away.
Does not go away. But this is, well, probably more interesting than the last Carol Baskin update.
Just getting my duct tape ready here.
Tiger King personality Carol Baskin has had her legal team, yes, she has her very own legal team, dispatch, John really is whipping out his duct tape. Cease and desist letter to Joe Exotic over a line of underpants.
What?
Yes, a line of underwear, a line of dainties. But it's a design he's selling. I'm not making this up. Baskin has made legal advances against her longtime nemesis over the garments. Apparently, he has his own line of streetwear.
What?
I am not making this up. He has his own line of streetwear entitled Revenge. She's demanding he stop selling the garments based off their well-chronicled feud, which was explored, of course, on the hit docuseries Tiger King. Apparently, he has a line of panties out there. He does. I mean, what else is he going to do? He's locked up, for goodness gracious sake. Okay, here's the skinny. He's already sold about $20,000 on the initial online sales of these. The design is an ice cream cone on the front of the panties.
Okay.
That spoofs the chain Baskin Robbins.
Okay.
With the phrase casket baskin. and Carol wants him to stop. So, not sure how this is going to end.
Oh my gosh!
But that's kind of the latest. That's what I got. Happy Monday. They're thrill seekers, John. We're done. We are done. I can send you a link to how you can buy some.
I don't want
my
that.
goodness!
I don't want that.
Somebody should have reminded me I have a goatee before I did the duct tape thing. All right, Dan, thank you for that update, sir.
Well, yeah, I tell you, I had to muscle through that deal, but you're welcome. My pleasure.
Wow!
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by Duct Tape and SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, October 26th, 2020. The market continued to tread water on Friday despite a dimming outlook for fiscal stimulus. Word out of Washington is that the two sides are still far apart on key issues that make a stimulus deal almost impossible. At best, investors can hope for a stimulus bill to come sometime after the election, but even that may be wishful thinking. The S&P 500 closed with barely any movement after trading in a very narrow range all day Friday. This week is going to be another tough one for the equity market. Not only is it a big week for earnings, but there's also some key reads for the economy. Perhaps the most important is the first estimate for the third quarter GDP. The consensus is for GDP growth in the range of 32%, or enough to set an all-time record. Along with the GDP report are other reports on consumer confidence, income and spending, the housing market, and inflation. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.